Namaste and Jai Shri Krishna to all. Welcome to Path to Anandam series. And today, the subject is power of affirmation. Sva-Saṃvāda. Based upon Srimad Bhagavad Gita, other Vedic scriptures, and our own experiences. Pranam to Guruji Hariharji Maharaj for his blessings, guidance, and Bhagwan Krishna Bhagwan Ji for his guidance and bringing us all together. I am Satya Kalra, your host and founder of Path to Anandam, blissful living. Today's subject, the power of affirmation, the science of affirmation, how to reprogram our mind so we can transform our life. What is affirmation? Self-talk or inner dialogue. Sva-Saṃvāda. And what does Gita say about it? And first of all, why do we need to learn about this particular subject? The importance of affirmation. How to transform our mind. From the scientific point of view, medical science, and the spirituality point of view, and how to practice it in daily life. And what are the benefits of doing this? Our Sankalpa. I am free from self-criticism. And homework with the tips and our meditation. Affirmation, Sva-Saṃvāda, which is a self-talk. It is a positive intentions, which is also known as Sankalpa, which we have been doing it for every session. And what are those? How we should practice them? And how they impact on our subconscious mind. In other words, how they help us to remove the pre-recording in our subconscious mind. And the goal of this session or the affirmation is replace limiting belief with empowering ones. In other words, replace them, all the old information with new information. It shapes the quality of our thoughts, emotions, and action, and align our inner dialogue with our higher self-purpose to realize who am I, Chit Ananda. In Bhagavad Gita, the timeless guidance, the wisdom for inner transformation. Every subject, every word of Bhagavad Gita aligns us totally perfectly with the science of affirmation, which thoughts and gives us shape and reality to who we are. So in other words, thoughts shape reality, and you become what you think. And here I put it here, you can see it here again, the conscious mind, subconscious mind, and this is the subconscious mind, which is the storage, And the subconscious mind, which we are doing it right now, the present moment, whatever we do with our mind, that's a conscious mind action, conscious action. But sometimes we have automatic responses. We don't know why I said that. I don't know why did I do that. I don't know, why this thought all of a sudden comes out in front of me. And my mind goes in that direction. This is all the storage in subconscious mind. And our life is operated 90% or 90+% based on the information we carry in our subconscious mind. And we are talking about the replacement, only replacing all this information with new information. Whatever we give, like we are right now studying Bhagavad Gita. So whatever we learned, that will replace the previous thought. I can give you a good example of that. We all have a experience and complain that I forget. I start looking for something. By the time I reach there, I forget that why did I come here for? You know why it happens? Because by the time we start, we have a thought that why am I going there? But by the time we reach there, we have other thoughts which have overcome there. And it shielded the previous thought, that purpose of why I was there. Because the subconscious mind comes in the way and keep bringing more and more thoughts to us. So with the help of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna Bhagwanji's teachings, we want to self-transform here, remove all the previous programming from our mind. I call it a computer. Delete all the old information and replace it with the new information, what we want to be. So what is the science behind it? How affirmation reprograms our mind? What does the neuroscience say about it? It gives us some key words here. Thoughts, neural pathways. By positive affirmation, intentionally and in the present tense, that I am this, I am this, and you also experience during the meditation that I do give the affirmations. So those affirmations, and especially in meditation, our intentions are totally clean. We are totally connected. So the positive affirmation with intention, it replaces the old circuit. And it creates a new pathway, new circuit for us. In other words, if we have a fear, doubts, it replaces with peace and clarity. And that replacement, creating the new circuits, like here, you can see it there. There is you can see this right here. See, this is a weak. This is the pathway we had before. Now replacing with new affirmations, this pathway is breaking down and the new pathway is created. So these are called the neural pathways. So affirmations are not just positive statements. They are powerful psychological tools that can reprogram the subconscious mind and influence the behavior. So here you can see it. See how this is replacing, creating the new pathway. Transformation is coming. So how it shapes our new pathway, neural pathway. So positive affirmation builds positive neural pathway. It is actually in medical science, it is called neuroplasticity, which means it just replaces the old information, it breaks down the old circle. Here you can see it. When we keep repeating, and not only repeating, but we have to believe it. Then the transformation start happening with this affirmation, and that's the change comes. So this is a cycle. So if we give negative comments to ourselves, then we become like that. If we give the positive comment, then we become like that. And actually, there are instruments. One can measure those neuroplasticity, and it is called brain imaging scanners. There are many in the market right now in the hospitals, etc. And a lot of studies are happening on this and happen. You can go to any Ivy universities and you see so many publications there. So basically, it weakens the negative pathway, reduces the negative thoughts, and this new pathway leads us to new habits. That's why it is said that whatever the thought leads to our speech and action. So whatever we think, that's how we speak, and that's how we perceive things. Our emotions are accordingly, our images, our moods, all that, whatever information is in our subconscious mind, all of a sudden we feel like, I don't know why I'm so upset, why I'm unhappy today. We don't even realize that subconscious mind is subconsciously bringing those thoughts to us without even we realizing it. So changing our mood, clarifying our mind, self-transformation. Gita is for self-transformation, not just for information. It's good to have the information, good to understand, but unless we practice and transform ourselves, it will not do that job for you. And again, see how the affirmation goes to, it creates a new neural pathway, new habit, new behavior, new self-transformation, and happy, healthy, and peaceful life, and peaceful and purposeful life. Who am I? Who am I? So again, I put it here, how the old pathway is weakened, the new pathway is created. So transform your mind and transform yourself. Now it comes the time of practice, but still we need to learn a little bit more ourselves, because self-transformation rewrites the subconscious pattern. It deletes the old information from subconscious mind. And it's just like, when we rewire certain things, then pathway changes. Similarly here, you can see it here, that it rewrites, it creates a new pathway and makes us new of you. As our goal for the new year was new of me. So we are still on the pathway to become the new of me. So here is I am, not I was, but who am I? Not just the Chit Ananda. Chit Ananda is a big goal, but day-to-day life, when we speak, how do we say that? What do we say that? And it starts with our mind. Udher Atma Atmanevna Atmanev Vasadet Atmanev hi Atmano Bandhur Atmanev Ripur Atmana. Mind is our own enemy or our friend. Why it is enemy? When we think negative, we call ourselves certain names. For example, in Aarti we say, Main Moorakh Kalkami. And Guruji said, never call your Main Moorakh Kalkami. Main Sevak Tum Swami. Because he did not want us to program our mind that I am Moorakh. God has not wasted the time on us to make Moorakh in this world. So this is where when we start label ourselves with negative comments, I don't know how to do this. I'm like this. This is especially, please pay attention to it. That's where the mind becomes enemy. To make our mind friendly, here it says, Bandhur Atmana Atmanaste, Yena Atmane Atmana Jit. Whoever have overcome those kind of comments or those kind of feelings, though for them their mind is friend, but who is continue to degrade themselves, that I don't know this, I am like this, I am like, though for those people, Atmanastu Shatrutve Vartet Atmnev Shatruvat. Those people behave like that, and for them their mind is enemy. So we should always say, who am I? And so I am for that, I am brave, I am kind, I am helpful, I am loving, I am caring, I am fearless, I am courageous. All this I am means these comments for ourselves. And once we do that, our old, little by little, all this subconscious mind gets clean, and we retrain our mind. And then the transformation comes, and it says, I am Sat Chit Ananda, I am love, peace, Anand. And here is, actually there is a science behind it. Not we are talking about the mind, but actually this is the brain part. See, this is the left brain. This is the right brain. Right brain is more loving, caring, artistic, all those artistic activities, singing, peaceful state. This is all is the right brain function. And this is the left brain function. All this negativity, etc. But this is the positivity. So this is the unhappy side of the mind which comes, where the mind is, brain is left brain, which makes us unhappy. This is the enemy part. We have to really pay attention to it and move to this side, happy side. So self-affirmation rewrites the subconscious pattern and make you a new person. I put it again here just to remind ourselves. So reprogram your mind. Here comes the science part, here comes the spirituality part. So how to practice affirmation, and what does Gita say about it? It says choose 1 to 3 daily affirmations, messages, whatever you need, but they have to be in present tense. Suppose I have fear about something. I just say, I am fearless. I'm fearless. Not that I am not fearful, because again, we are talking about fearfulness. So do not use the negative sentences. I am free from fear, or I am fearless. And then repeat 5 to 10 times, morning, night, and whenever we are stressed. For example, whenever there is situation, my favorite one is, this will pass too, this will pass too, this will pass too, this is temporary. Speak, write, and chant. So you can speak, you can write, you can chant, whatever. But it has to be emotions. And visualize ourselves that, yes, this situation has passed, or I am fearless. See yourself in that situation, that, yes, I am fearless. And feel that shift. And what does Gita? There are many ways I put some here. I am loved, I am brave, I am smart, I am strong, I am worthy, I am curious, I try my best, I am beautiful. All these affirmations, I put it there. I believe in myself. I can do hard things. I am who I am, mean to be. This is just for our daily life. But Gita also enlightens us with so many different messages. Here, I am the eternal soul, unshaken, unbroken, Nenam chidanti shastrani, nenam dahiti pavaka, na chainam kaldantam pona shochati marg. Means I am that soul. And then, so I have to remind myself, I am that eternal soul. I am unshaken. And then I have to remind myself that Udher Atma Atme, my mind is my friend. Bandhur Atma, not enemy. So my mind is my friend. That's another affirmation word we can use. I perform my duty without attachment. Karmanya vadika raste. So I am my duty. Anudvekaram vakyam. I speak words that are truthful and beneficiary. So that's another statement we can give ourselves. I surrender myself. As Bhagwanji says, Sarva Dharman Paritajya. So based on that, I say, I surrender, I surrender. So those are the affirmations we can make for ourselves, whatever we need. But Gita, every word of Gita is an affirmation if we really think about it. Or if we really get into deeper. So I just put it here. What makes our mind enemy, disturbs our mind? Again, re-emphasis. All this selfishness, anger, too many deadlines. Sometimes we have difficulties with our physical body. So that also sometimes we are disturbed. Financial problem, relationship problem, all these negative thoughts create stress in us, and the mind becomes enemy. So our job is to convert that into our friend by practicing. So self-transformation through affirmations and Gita's teachings. This is just a simple summary of that. That, of course, we do all the affirmations. The other thing is how it helps if you put Om in front of all these affirmations. Like I am forgiving, Om forgiveness, Om forgiveness, then it helps. And actually, those are the divine qualities. In Gita, every subject, like Karma Yoga has the science of yogis, Bhakti Yoga has chapter 39 in chapter 12, Gyan Yoga has 26 in chapter 16. So we have so many vibhutis, so many divine qualities. And even if we take one and make those into affirmations, that I am peaceful, I am jealousy free. So we can make all those for ourselves, whatever we need. But at the same time, we have to make sure we do perform our Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga. It's not that we can get out of that. So this must be there. So this is how we retrain our mind from negativity to positivity with our spiritual planner. Right practice makes one perfect. So I have to be aware of it, that what do I tell myself? What are the comments I make to myself? These which do not resonate or according to the Bhagavad Gita. Am I practicing Bhagavad Gita? If I am, then I must have the self-talk, Sva-Saṃvāda, self-affirmation, which bring me to the next level, not downgrading myself. So we have to stop downgrading ourselves with any sentence, living awareness, because once we have the self-affirmations, we will transform, because self-transformation purifies us, brings us more to the closer to divinity, and we feel united with supreme power, the supreme peace. But again, spiritual planner, and let me tell you, this spiritual planner is so powerful. I get those comments all the time that how it is transforming by following this calendar. these practices, aligning your day, making the best use of your day, being aware of in the morning with starting some peaceful activities, taking care of the body with yoga, connecting ourselves with our source of energies, our breath, and then meditation, and then practice. I put it again here. Take any one of them. I am. Whatever the need of your day is, but live in awareness. And then by practicing little by little, the self-transformation will come. And we have taken many subjects, like starting from self-awareness and samvad, how we speak to others. Samvad, not vivad. Soul to soul communication, not mind to mind, not arguments, but discussions. And so we talk about how we speak to others. Here, how we speak to ourselves. What kind of messages I give it to my mind. And by doing that, self-purification, self-transformation, we spoke previously. And we are on the path of self-realization and experiencing healthy body, happiness, peace, and knowing who am I. In other words, ultimate liberation of all the reprogramming and all the programming of the mind, to experience that. In other words, take all those negativity, whatever garbage we have in our subconscious mind, and fill it with all these practices, with the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. And then let go, let go, let go. And then this could be one of the affirmation. I let go, I let go, I let go. I am free from my limitations. And that's why the Sankalpas are very, very important. So at the end of the day, do our best and let go. So benefits. Our mind is more clear. These are the spiritual benefits. Our emotional, we become more self-loving. It's not that we express love and compassion to others, but we also love ourselves, whoever we are. In other words, we do not downgrade ourselves, but we uplift ourselves and we become more calm. Here are behavior, we feel more confident that whatever I'm doing, I'm following the Bhagavad Gita's teachings. Lord Krishna will help me. All the actions. And then the medical and scientific benefits, which are supported by publications. Like I always mention that there are many publications, but for each subject, I pick up different publications. But still the concept is same. It lowers our toxins in our body, which is the cortisol. And it enhances the production of endorphins, dopamine, all the good hormones, which enhance our clarity in our brain. It reduces the stress. Again, there are publications from NIH, from UC Berkeley, how it boosts our well-being and self-affirmation. So again, I repeated this over and over. It rewrites the subconscious pattern and make you a new of you. So it makes us a new because it takes us to different conscious level by cleansing our old programming of our mind. So here again, I put it in this just to summarize it, that it helps with our mental health, emotional beings, and also increases the positive neural pathway. But the key is I am. We have to practice. I showed that here. These are the different affirmations you can use. And it takes us to spiritual growth. We become more self-aware. more blessed. Our relationship increases. It becomes better and better. Our speech is more clear. And we live a purposeful life. So, affirmation is not just the wishful thinking. It is a spiritual declaration, aligning our mind with our divine identity. So here again, I want to re-emphasize these affirmations when I say I am, I am, I am. It does not mean it comes the ego. I'm saying from the egoistic point of view. No, I am reprogramming my mind by this one because it has a scientific reasons, also spiritual causes, reasons, how it helps. So it is proven that self-affirmation gives us eventually the healthy, happy, and peaceful life. So our Sankalpa, actually Sankalpa is the another way we can call it is no translation is affirmation. So we have been doing this in every session. And again, I am free from self-criticism. So my self-talk is going to be more from the positive, not, it says self-affirmation, not self-degradation. Sva-Saṃvāda, not atma-apman. When we self-degrade that I am this, I am that, it means we are insulting ourselves and also the creation of God. We are basically not approving what God has made us with. So little by little, this subconscious mind changes and our buddhi changes. I just pulled up this slide because it just to summarize the same thing. But again, Sankalpa ultimately leads to our true nature. So Sankalpas are very, very important. So our homework is, what do I usually think? That's a question. What do I say to myself? Am I murkh or am I wise? Is my mind my friend or enemy? Do I perform my duties without attachment? Do I practice bhakti yoga, karma yoga, love and compassion with wisdom, with sarva bhut hiterata? Do I my duty and daily practices? And do I let go? So from now on, I will speak to myself with love and compassion, not degradation. As again, Chinese philosopher, very famous Chinese philosopher says, Lao Jesus, if you want to awaken all the humanity, then awaken all of yourself. If you want to eliminate the suffering in the world, then eliminate all that is dark and negative in yourself. Truly, the greatest gift you have to give is that of your own self-transformation. So we should become the Sakshi, live in awareness. And from now on, we should make sure our mind is our friend, not enemy. So thank you very much for attending Path to Anandam series, the power, the science of affirmation, and transform ourselves and experience eternal happiness, peace, Anandam. Who am I? I am Sat Chit Ananda. Aham Brahmasmi. So thank you, thank you, thank you.